Hi, it's Cathy Cress again, and I am back with my YouTube channel, Geriatric Management, and we are doing Meltdown and the Aging Family over the holidays, and we are now doing the Dysfunctional Family, and before that we did the Nearly Normal Family and the Long Distance Family, and you should go back and look at that. And so now I'm going to talk about the Dysfunctional Family. It's the third episode I've done on that, on the inquiry when they call you. And how you really identify, just even over the phone, that that's who they are. They're horribly overly sensitive to criticism. They hate to be criticized. So in your inquiry call, do not criticize them. They also hate disappointment, which means that if you don't fix it right away, you've let them down. And, of course, that's not going to happen. And so you have to say this is going to be a very slow process. They feel that the elder is capable of doing much more than they can. So they tend to, usually one of the family has said, Mom has been falling for 6 months. And somebody else will say, well, she just trips over things. Look at the way she has this house. I mean, I fixed the furniture and she keeps rearranging it. What can we do? Well, Mom, it has been falling, and they need to attend to that. So, usually they're arguing about that, but they're assuming that their mother can, that it's all because she was a bad mom and is a bad person, that all these things are happening to her, not because the part of aging that makes her, not be able to keep her balance is there. And so they have little patience or understanding with their parent in their decrements, because of course the parent probably had little understanding or patience with them. And of course we can sympathize with that, but our job is to take care of the older person. And so it's a way to really understand this dysfunctional child, adult child, at the same time to organize care for the older person. And that's a real balance. And they will totally disagree with each other about behavioral issues, and I just illustrated that. No, she just moves the furniture around, how she always did, and made us embarrassed as kids. Well, no, the furniture isn't the problem. Mom may have, neurological problems that are making this happen, or needs to go to the doctor. Um, and so, what happens is really all the denial that the dysfunctional family has, all the lack of understanding really has to do with unresolved issues of the past. And you can't change the past. The past is gone. So your job is to take care of the older person and to understand that the past lack of caring in this family has really led to this situation, and to be able to balance those two things in handling them. And one of the things that you can do is to have a family meeting, and this of course is quite a challenge with this family. Because they have, intense emotional reactions, the meeting is always going to, just default right back to the past. You took Mom, to that movie, and she didn't get to meet the guy I was going to marry, and why'd you do that? And, she burned the whole dinner. When I invited my fiance over, do you remember how she burned the whole dinner? So if she burnt this turkey, well, my God, she's been doing that forever. I hated that. Family meetings can be really rough with them. And you're working with blamers. Because I've tried to illustrate this many times. If you really illustrate, just think of a picture of the nearly normal family, and I can't do this with myself. They hook arms together in a crisis. This doesn't look like it. Blamers, and I could do this. They blame each other for everything. They blame the mother for everything. They blame the father for everything. They blame their children because they pass this on. And so these are blamers, and they're going to blame you when you work with them. I'm laughing, but it's not fun. So you have to be able to deal with a lot of rejection, and I've said that before, a lot of just totally renouncing what you do and belittling what you do. I could have done this in 2 minutes, and you're charging me for 2 hours to do this. Do you think you're really worth that? Um, so, this is a very difficult family to handle over the holidays, and it is the family you're going to make money on. So it's a really good idea to take the case. But if you do take it, as I said in the last episode, you want to be able to have a ton of experience and education about family dynamics. And if you don't have it, you should hire somebody in your practice that really does, because you won't succeed. They will fire you. You will have an accounts receivable problem, and it won't work out for you. So I'll see you next time, and always go to my website, cathycress.com, where you can sign up for my webinar on November 18th about all of the above and more. Thank you.